Yeah, I can get under there. Sure I can. Okay. And then we transected and we reflected. So when you get the sartorius out of the way, you can see this upper part, and it goes clear to the back of the leg. That'll be the vastus lateralis. Okay. This guy over here is the vastus medialis, and the one in the middle is going to be the rectus femoris. Okay. So those three plus the one under there is going to be the quadriceps. Also under part of the sartorius, so it had to be reflected, and then we had that all that fascia is this little muscle underneath. Get back there. That's the tensor fasciolata. Okay, so it's under the sartorius. Okay, so let me put the sartorius back down for now. Then down lower on the leg, you reflect back the gracilis. So that was the gracilis. Way up in this upper corner, kind of under the blood vessel, you'll have a little triangular muscle. That'll be the iliopsoas. Then a little more like a strap is going to be the pectineus. Then the adductor longus, adductor femoris, semimembranosus, semitendinosus. Okay. And the only other one that you can, I'll put the gracilis back. The only other one you can really see up here on this aspect of the leg, you look for the bone, the tibia, and then just come lateral. That will be the tibialis anterior. Okay, turn it over now. All right. So now on the back, I'm going to reflect the big muscle back here. That's the biceps femoris. So I pull it out of the way. Probably should have done this side. There. Okay. And then under it, you can kind of see this muscle under here. That'll be the semimembranosus. Again, that's the semitendinosus. Those three are the hamstrings. Sciatic nerve. All this is that vastus lateralis coming from the front of the leg, back behind. Then under the biceps femoris, you have this long guy with that piece of fascia attached, so you pull on it, cauda femoralis. Kind of underneath it will pop out, if I can get to it, that gluteus maximus. Okay, that guy. One more time I'll try it. There we go. Okay. Coming out from about halfway back and all the way to the crown of the hip will be the gluteus medius. Okay. Now, from the back down here on the shank of the leg, as they call it, this outer edge will be the, and don't forget all these are lefts and rights, but this is the lateral head of the gastrocnemius, and that's when you put right or left gastrocnemius, depending on which one I'm pushing. Sitting against the lateral head, but a little bit more inside this fleshier muscle, that'll be the plantaris, and on the other side of it, and I'm actually pushing against it, would be the medial head of that gastrocnemius. This browner piece that bulges out from under the gastrocnemius is the soleus. So the plantaris, both heads, so the gastrocnemius, the soleus, all insert onto the Achilles tendon. Okay, so that, yeah, that one's done. Okay, so back up here in the head. Remember your center line's basically your separation between left and right. So you've got the two clavotrapezius. This one is the acromiotrapezius. Get this one on this side. That raised part's your spinotrapezius. That was acromio again. And then out from under, so way underneath and all the way down there is going to be latissimus dorsi. Okay. Then up here, you've got the clavodeltoid. The triangle underneath it will be the acromiodeltoid. And then this more strap-like, elongated one is the spinodeltoid. And this little dark one kind of fills the gap between. If I can go under it, come on. That guy is going to be the levator scapulae ventralis. It kind of comes at an angle to everything else. Okay. Now, this one that you could just transect and then we reflect is going to be the lateral head of the triceps brachii. This one coming up from behind is going to be the long head. Comes from the front all the way to the back. Then under the lateral head you've got that longer strap there, but it's thin. That's going to be the medial head of the triceps brachii, and this muscle toward the front, more toward the elbow, is the anconeus. This bulgy one in the front of the leg is going to be the brachialis. Okay. Now, these two sides that face each other, so under this surface of the scapula is the subscapularis. That thin strap right there is going to be the rhomboideus capitis, goes clear up behind the head. Under that looks like a big thick neck muscle, that'll be the splenius capitis. Got it? Then these medium-sized straps are the rhomboideus minor, the short ones way in the back are the rhomboideus major. Okay, back down. Underneath the acromiotrapezius, reflect all this, and part of that latissimus dorsi even are pulled up back down. So they're attached down to the spine of the scapula, so everything above it is supraspinatus. Directly below it, infraspinatus. And then below that, that piece I can lift is the levator, teres major. Okay, so it hangs off the whole scapula, so I can go under it. Okay, I'm going to turn the cat over. So we did down there, so I'll start with the abdominals. This is the external oblique. Directly under it is the internal oblique. Running straight up each side, right or left, is going to be the rectus abdominis. Deep under all of this, kind of coming sideways. Let's see if it looks, yeah, there. The darker, a little bit darker part right there. It's going to be transverse abdominis, all four attached to the linea alba. The white line literally down the middle. The rectus abdominis run clear up under the chest. Okay. So on the face, the V up here is going to be the digastrix. Coming at this angle is going this way, is going to be the left or right mylohyoids. Then you've got the ones coming up straight up in front of the trachea. If I can get under it a little, one more time. There we go, and lift it anyway. Peel that back there. That'll be the sternohyoid. And then the guy off on the side over here, and this one's the one that's cut, there's just a little edge of it, will be the sternomastoid. So that's your sternomastoid piece. Then you've got your pectoantebrachialis. Coming from underneath it is the pectoralis major, pectoralis minor. We've cut through the xipha humerales. So then you go deep. And this little guy at an angle is going to be the transversus costarum. Scalenus, that strap. Under it, these ones that I've got the edge, lift it better. Serratus ventralis, the serrated ones. Okay. Subscapularis, again, is all that surface down there. Peel that back. Oh, right there. Okay. Then down here on the arm, this little thin strap-like piece is going to be the epitrochlearis. Under it, you see the long head of the triceps brachii and this bulgy guy in front. So in front of the blood vessel is going to be the biceps brachii. And I think I finished all of it.
Oh, did you say the ones you had told me earlier? Down here?
Oh, don't worry about the intercostal.
Oh, okay.
I usually won't flag them, not because I have to get everything else out of